This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Josh, and it's Chantel.
Well, it's Chantel and it's Josh, right?
And it's Tuesday. Josh, Chantel, and Tuesday.
Okay.
October 1st, it's Taco Tuesday!
Are we having tacos at some point today?
Yeah.
I had tacos the past 2 days, and I am not mad about it one bit. I want tacos every day.
Tacos every day. I am a vegetarian, except for when I eat meat.
That's okay. All right.
Josh got a new tire.
Check me out.
Now you have all four.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And they match.
The CD player is on the way out. My close-up was tragic, according to my 15-year-old. 90 minutes to cook a 40-minute recipe.
Yeah, explain that.
The story of a very dedicated father. David Rush gets another world record.
That guy has over 300.
That's
Could I just have
insane.
one?
Yeah, I've told you how to get some.
I'm not doing what he did.
Well, then keep on being lame. Luca started a pooper scooper business. Happy birthday to President Jimmy Carter and the Knights of the Rotund table.
Thanks for listening to the show live every weekday morning from 6 to 10 and right here on demand whenever you listen on the podcast. You can subscribe wherever you listen and, hey, rate the show because it really helps us grow. Also, we're on YouTube, so subscribe, watch our videos, give us thumbs ups, ring bells, whatever all the stuff the cool kids say, and enjoy today's show. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
October 1st.
Oh, it is October.
Yep.
Holy moly.
We've officially made it into October, so Halloween decorations are permissible.
You don't think they were permissible before?
No.
Really?
I think you've got 31 days to display your Halloween.
Is that
starting
true
now.
for all holiday decor? So if I want to put up Christmas decor, I have 31 days. If I want to put up
when
4th
do
of
you
July
when do
decor?
we typically put up Christmas?
After Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving, which would give us about roughly 30 days of Christmas decor. Yeah. 30 days feels right.
It just feels right.
For holiday-specific decor. Now, seasonal decor, if you wanted to put out fall stuff in September through Thanksgiving, fine. That can have a couple months. That's fine.
Oh, can it?
Yeah, but the jack-o'-lanterns and the spookies and all that stuff? Yeah.
30 days.
Yeah, wait till October.
31 days if you're lucky.
Well, yeah. Put it up last weekend knowing that you had 1 day left of September and then you were going to roll into October. That's fine. Anyway, today is
So many rules, Josh.
the kickoff of Bat Appreciation Month.
Bat Appreciation Month.
Mm-hmm. It's World Vegetarian Day.
Ooh.
And International Music Day,
I
which
love
music's fantastic, right? We celebrate the CD player today.
Hey!
Yeah. Yep.
I miss that old CD player.
Do you?
No.
you like the part where it skipped all the time? That was pretty good. Sausage Day today. Have a sausage with your vegetarian meal. What else do we have going on? It's Model T Day, the old Model T. It's Fire Pup Day. So these are the dogs that help the fire departments. Fire pups.
Yay for them.
Yep.
Yay for those guys.
Mm-hmm. It's National Hair Day. I won't be celebrating.
Oh, you have hair.
Yeah.
You have hair.
On my beard.
You're not completely bald. You have
Whatever.
hair.
There's nothing to do with it but shave it off. There's no styling it. There's no wow, he really did something new with that ring of hair around the back of his head. I'm bald. It's International Day of Older Persons. Homemade Cookies Day. Oh, you'll like this. It's Raccoon Appreciation
I like
Day.
raccoons.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Are you saying that I'm a raccoon
I'm
because I
saying-
throw trash because I'm a bully in football?
Is
that what you're saying? Is that what you're suggesting?
It
'Cause
is
I don't
Raccoon
like
Appreciation Day.
what you're putting down. I don't like the trash you're throwing down. How about that? How about them apples?
Rotten
about it?
apples. How about them rotten apples?
Yeah. That's what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten
Mm-hmm.
apples.
Mm-hmm. Well, good morning. It is Josh and Chantel. Happy Tuesday. For a while, you've talked about the fact that you could totally be vegetarian. So on this here Vegetarian Day,
Yes.
what is it about meat that you're just not about?
It's gross.
Does it taste gross?
It tastes bad.
I think it tastes great.
I don't.
So
I have to cover it with sauce to make it
that is
editable.
true. You are
Editable?
very
Edible.
into sauce. Did you know that it is about 22% of the entire Earth's population that are vegetarian?
How much?
22%.
Hey, that's
I
a
didn't
pretty
realize
big
it was
number.
that high, but I mean, you could assume that there was maybe 10, like out of 100 people, there'd be 10 who were vegetarian, but it's 22 out of 100.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a vegetarian all the way just because
The rest of the family
the rest
likes
of the family.
meat.
Yeah. So I eat it because I'm not making two separate meals.
This is true. Well, what's your? I guess if you, what would you do for protein? What's your
Beans.
beans?
Yeah.
That's your answer.
Yes.
Just beans, all the things.
Well, there's lots of there's protein shakes and protein
Sure.
bars. You
Sure.
can get your protein in other ways.
Do you think they just put meat in it?
No. No, I don't.
Isn't meat easier?
Well, yeah, and that's probably why I still eat it because it's easy. It's the
Okay.
easy way.
It's the easy way to get
But
protein.
I don't like it. I think it's gross. I think preparing it makes me ugh. Like I made chicken last night and
Yeah.
the whole time I'm cooking it, I'm like, ugh. And then I tough it up. You know, like I
Yeah.
toughen through it to
Yeah.
eat it. I don't like it at all. Chicken is the worst.
Of all the meats.
Yes.
Worse
Yes.
than beef or steak?
Yes. Steak? Ew. No. I'll never. I say never, but I've had steak.
No, I
But-
know you've had it, but would you cook it?
No. No, I wouldn't. Ew.
What about fish
I like salmon.
and tuna? And
Like in a can?
or in a pouch?
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
So
like
that's
cod
the thing.
and
I
stuff?
could be like a pescatarian
Yeah.
because I don't mind fish. Fish is not as disgusting as cow
Okay.
or chicken.
What about pork,
Ew.
bacon, sausage?
Ew. You know when I eat sausage, it has to be little. If you're making like a ground
Like a ground sausage, yeah.
it better be small.
What about
tiny
a
pieces.
brat
Ew.
and a hot dog?
Stop talking about all this. It's gross.
I just wanted to get your take on all the meat here
No.
on Vegetarian
Ew.
Day.
It's gross.
Well, here, let's talk about some of the good things and bad things. The plant-based food market
Yeah.
brings in $9 billion. It's insane. It's a huge amount of money. 87% of vegetarians in the U.S. are women,
Okay.
and vegetarians experience 32% less chance of hospitalization due to heart disease.
Hey, see?
They also have a
What?
lower risk of cancer, and they're lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
Well, there you go.
However, twice as likely to develop depression and anxiety than meat eaters.
I wonder why.
It's because you miss meat.
No.
Yeah, you're so sad
No.
and anxious about missing out on meat.
No.
It's not true.
No.
I don't know why. Also, vegetarians are more likely to develop allergies.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And if you had to guess in the world where the most vegetarians are, in the whole wide world.
I'd say New York.
In the whole wide
in
world.
the whole wide world? Oh, probably India.
That is correct. And then China, and then the United States. But India,
I wouldn't have guessed
the
China.
most vegetarians.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I need to move to India, which I'm not opposed to. Give me all of the curry. Curry all of the things.
Okay, now I'm going to throw everything out the window for you. Are you ready?
Yes?
Today is Tuesday. It is National Taco Day.
Yes, I did know that.
And what kind of tacos do you like?
Tacos.
Yeah, what kind?
Street tacos.
Street tacos with beans?
Okay, if beans was an option, absolutely, I'd pick
Street
it.
beans?
Yeah, because they have carnitas that I like.
Pork carnitas.
But it has to be cooked because I've had carnitas in different places. And there are places that I don't like it because it's not cooked. It's too big of meat chunks.
Too big?
Ugh.
All right. Well.
I know. I'm a weirdo.
No, it's fine. We just need to get to know you a little bit. You're not weird. That's just who you are. You just don't like the meats, except when you do. And when you do, you really like them.
When I do, it has to be small.
Yeah.
Small.
Or a whole burger.
From you.
Whatever. It does. The point is, I like it when it's all chopped up, except when it's a big handful of meat. There's going to be a point in this story where you say, what? Why? Let's just see what happens.
Okay.
So Van Ha of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Shrewsbury finished her weekly shopping trip at the grocery store and had a moment of panic.
Uh-oh.
While running her errands, she had dropped an envelope that contained some money in it.
Oh, no.
$12,000 in cash.
What?
Followed by, why do you have $12,000 in cash in an envelope?
Exactly.
Van got home, quickly called her nephew, said, I need help. Her and her nephew drove back to the grocery store in search of the envelope, hoping for a miracle. And luckily for Van, a regular shopper named Skip found the cash and handed the envelope over to the store manager.
Oh, Skip. What a good guy.
Yeah. Skip's the hero in this story.
Skip really is.
So the family was very overjoyed and even went back to the store to give Skip $300 as a reward, even though he'd already, clearly left the store. His girlfriend works at the store and accepted the reward on his behalf, which is kind of special.
She's like, oh, yeah, I'll make sure he gets this. Yeah. Absolutely.
The nephew shared the story on social media and said it takes a special kind of person to do something so honest and selfless. And Skip, you are a true example of integrity and compassion. Thank you, Skip. You've touched more lives than you know today.
Also, don't carry around $12,000 in an envelope.
I'm still trying to sort out why.
Why she had it?
Why did she have $12,000 in cash in an envelope?
None of our business. Probably something illegal.
You think?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm looking at a picture of Skip.
Yeah.
With the store manager here at the Shrewsbury Market Basket.
Shrewsbury.
And Skip's a good dude. Skip's a good Skip looks like a guy who turned in an envelope.
Good job, Skip.
Yep. Yeah, Skip's the man. So, do good things. That's your lesson for today. And it's also...
And don't carry around $12,000 in cash.
And if you do, keep a better,
A better system?
Keep a better look on it. Drop it. Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, it's good news to get you going.
Yesterday, we were here in the studio. We were talking, and you said, hold on.
Yeah.
And then you got your phone out, and you said, hold on, I gotta get a video of this. What? Is that attached?
Yeah, you had a stray eyebrow hair.
It wasn't.
Or so we thought. So I thought. I was worried because that thing was 2.5 inches long.
It was very
standing
long.
Straight up out of your forehead.
It was very long. So you posted the video.
Yeah.
I get a text from Emery about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours after it's posted. And she said, that close-up was tragic. And I went, what are you talking about? And she said, LOL, I don't know. And I said, did I look bad? And she said, close-ups like that don't do anyone justice.
Well.
That's all she said. The end. The end of conversation. If you want to feel good about yourself, get yourself a teenage daughter. because
Yeah, that's where compliments are made.
Yes, it is.
So I'm at Scouts last night,
Uh-huh.
and one of the other adult leaders is there, and he said, "Hey, I saw a video. I think something's wrong." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because normally when the videos show up, I can see like one of you talking or back and forth, or there's two of you. But this one was like really zoomed in and only half of Chantel's face." And I said, "What?" And so he pulls it up, and I said, "Did you listen to the audio? Like, you got to turn up the volume." And he's like, "I normally just read the captions on your videos." And so so he didn't know that we'd been talking about the eyebrow hair. And then I showed him, and he went, "Whoa, that is something else."
Tragic? Did he say it was tragic?
He did not say that the close-up was tragic, but he said that is a close-up. I'm glad it wasn't attached.
It was not attached. It was not even my hair. It was a dog hair. I don't know how that dog hair got there. That's the only thing I can think of, right?
It's the only thing I can think of.
We have a Jack Russell. She is white, and that makes the most sense.
Right.
I don't know why it was there. I'm glad it wasn't attached.
I was
but
nervous.
It was not.
What if it was attached? What would you do?
I would have pulled it.
Well, I know that. I was when you went to grab it, I was really expecting to see forehead move when you were pulling that thing. I'm glad it wasn't attached.
It wasn't attached.
That was a scary moment.
And it was a tragic close-up. So feeling good about myself.
It wasn't attached. Feel good.
Good.
Feel good.
Last night, you had Scouts. You typically do the cooking in our house. Because I don't enjoy cooking. I'm happy to do the dishes. I'm happy to do the cleanup.
Right. And I enjoy the cooking and not so much the cleanup.
So we make a good team. Last night, you had Scouts, and I said, I'll give you a night off. I'll cook dinner.
Yeah.
And I picked a recipe that I thought was going to be delicious. And it was. It was actually very delicious. It was a coconut curry soup.
Right.
It was good. It took a very long time to cook. I was in that kitchen for maybe an hour and a half. And I realized that's typical. Like, that's how long it takes to cook sometimes.
Sometimes, but that recipe is only a 30, 35-minute long recipe.
Yeah, but
maybe 40 tops.
It had to simmer for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and
but
then
it says prep time, cook time, total time. So, but I thought it was like a 40-minute thing.
No, I started cooking at like 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And you got home at 9.
Mm-hmm.
It was an hour and a half. And I went, ugh, this is why I hate cooking.
Well, okay. Maybe you just need a little more practice on it.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Maybe
This is not me trying to get out of cooking.
I know you like it.
I'm just saying that it probably is a 40-minute recipe, but it took you an hour and a half.
It said 45 minutes. Those are never right. The recipe always says, accurate. This is how long. No, it isn't.
I should set a timer.
You should. Are you cooking tonight?
Sure.
Okay. We'll set a timer and see how long it takes.
Okay.
Look at your recipe, see how long it takes to prepare.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
Okay.
If that's accurate.
Can do. Will do.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to be under. You're going to be under par.
Okay.
This is going to be nonsense.
I am only saying that I've been cooking these prepared meals that we've been doing, where all the ingredients are there, like everything's ready to go. Like all I have to do is follow along with the recipe and
you have to chop the vegetables.
Sure. Yeah. But I also non-stereotypically multitask through the whole recipe.
So do I.
I know.
That's what I did too.
I didn't say you didn't.
No, it feels like you're pointing fingers. Like, maybe you just took longer because.
What I'm trying to say is I've had more practice with these recipes than you have with these recipes.
Here's what I do that you do not do.
You clean as you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I was like, well, let me help you clean at least. And you were like, I've been cleaning as I go. Yeah, I don't do that because It takes time away from
No, it
the
doesn't.
cooking.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because while your chicken is cooking, you can put away your dishes. And then you go back and you stir and you put away more dishes in the dishwasher.
That's going to
It
vary
doesn't-
per recipe, because if I have to make a sauce or if I have to make something else while things are happening, then it's going to go
it's too
different.
much. It's too
going to go.
much.
I can't 3 things at once. I can do 2.
Well,
Let's
Look
keep
who's
it
better.
limited.
look who's better.
Look who took 90 minutes. Look who's better. Well, time me tonight. See if my recipe times out.
Okay.
It should. If I'm doing it right, I should be able to do it on time. Because I start cooking at about 5. Because you get home
I know. I
5:30ish or whatever.
love this game where I walk in the door
Yeah.
and dinner's already prepared and
Right.
underway. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to be a kept woman.
Yeah, right? It's the least I can do.
We're shopping. We're at the grocery store. I'm
Mhm.
shopping with Emery.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a great time. And she said something. I don't even remember what. And then I said something. I don't even remember what.
This is the best story
I
you've
know,
ever
but
told.
then here's what happened. Good mood changed to bad mood that
Oh.
fast.
What'd you say?
I don't even know.
And what did she say?
I don't even know.
Well,
And that's the part about living with a teenager. Because what happens to boys do.
yeah.
And then she was in a bad mood the rest of the night. Wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't look at me.
What'd you say?
She walked like 3 steps behind me. The whole store, she was on her phone. And then
Man.
here's the kicker. I make dinner. She comes out. She sits there. She
Yeah.
complains about the food.
Yeah.
She doesn't even want to eat it.
No.
And then she says, I'm going to my room.
I was
And
there
go,
for that part.
Fine. Go to your room. That's fine. Then it's time for bed. She comes out. She eats something. So she didn't go to bed hungry. She goes back to her room after she eats. And then you and I go in to say goodnight to her. I go in first. She's not talking to me.
Yeah.
She's answering me in very clipped 1-word answers. And I'm standing there waiting for her to get up so that she can hug me. She's not making any moves. We're at a standstill.
Right.
And then you come in,
Right.
start poking the bear. And
Literally. I was like, what are you doing? And I was poking at it. Yeah.
And then she starts laughing. And I go, what in the world is happening here?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I wasn't part of the grocery trip.
No.
I don't know what happened
I
there.
wasn't part of the grocery trip either, apparently, because I have no idea what happened.
What'd you
None.
say?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What do you think you might have said?
Something that really just
Did you
miffed
tell
her
her
the wrong way.
Did she want like a cereal or something and you
Nope.
said no?
Nope.
Or a treat? Was she like, I want to get a treat, and you were like, no?
No.
Because usually no is all it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
you
that's
tell her
that.
no, and then she's
Yeah.
like,
I don't know what you did.
I don't either. I bet she doesn't remember either.
Oh, I bet she does.
I bet she probably does.
I guarantee she does. But what did you do?
I don't know. I just told somebody yesterday that because they had a daughter that's 13, and I said, 13, 14, those are rough years, but we're finally in the clear at 15. Our daughter turned 15. And
In
I
the
feel
clear
like
of what?
we're finally in the clear of like emotions.
No.
Radical emotions.
No.
No, I jinxed myself.
I've heard rumor that does balance out, but it's still a couple years away. Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough living with teenagers, guys.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
I don't feel so much like a goof driving around today.
Good. You got a new
I
tire.
did.
Good job,
I did
buddy.
indeed got a tire, so all of them match now.
Why did you feel like a goof driving around on
Did
your
you
donut?
see it?
Yeah,
It looked ridiculous. It's smaller than the other 3. The front of the truck leaned a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah. It's a smaller tire. Things are okay.
All right. So then what happened to the spare? Did it go back under the truck?
Yeah.
They put it back under there?
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
hopefully it just lives there for the rest of its life. And never have to see it again.
Don't run over any fire pit.
Hey, easy.
Then we'll be okay.
Easy. It's a terribly placed fire pit. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that those fire pits, one, they're too big,
Yes.
and two, they're placed in an awkward position
And unsafe.
and an unsafe position, far too near to the road, where I should be driving unobstructed by campfire pits.
Also, there was one jaggedy piece. That is very dangerous.
Right.
They
I
should
could have snagged a sock,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I snagged the whole tire.
I'm glad you didn't snag a sock because the way that thing ripped through your sidewall,
Yeah, it probably would have ripped through my foot.
it would have ripped through your skin
Yeah.
wall.
Anyway,
Your skin wall.
I'm what? I'm pretty happy that I have matching tires now. It's a lot better.
Did you skip out of the joint yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I do. After I get a tire, I skip out of the joint. I go, what a thing. What a day. Golly gee. Look at me.
You did a heel
on a
click.
Monday.
You're like, oh, four
yeah,
tires
I
match.
did that. Yeah. Woo.
Golly
Let's go
gee.
driving. Hip, hip, hooray. What a strange thing to think I might do. Skip out of a place. Can't wait to go drive on my brand new tire.
More people should be skipping out of places. I might skip out of work today.
Now that's a different kind of skipping.
It is.
Yeah.
Headed home.
Yeah. Skipping out of work. Later.
Whoop-a-doo. Congrats on your tire, bud.
Thanks. I really needed the acknowledgments. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is CD player day. We talked about that earlier this
We
morning.
did, yes.
And apparently, cars are getting rid of them. They're just not putting CD players in cars anymore. And as a matter of fact, the last model of car to include a CD player, which the Subaru Forester SUV, no longer featuring CD player in the dashboard.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so there is only one new vehicle that you can buy with a CD player. That's the Isuzu D-Max, which is a truck. And it comes with a CD
I didn't know
player.
Isuzu made trucks.
Sure. Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that
They've been making trucks for a long time. They made a little pickup truck for a long time. But that is the final remaining
I knew that.
truck that
Has
that
a
you
CD
can,
player? Okay, but what about all these kids that are bringing CDs back?
They're going to have
They're
to
gonna
do it
want-
old school. We're going to have to either go aux cable
No.
or
that tape thing.
well,
I guess there's
no
not
tape
tape
deck.
players.
Yeah. So you're going to have to go aux cable.
Crazy. Isn't that
Or-
crazy?
You know, put in a different head unit so that you can listen to CD players, I guess. It's
When
crazy.
you say head unit, does that mean like
That's
the
the
interface?
radio. That's the radio in your car.
Quit talking electronic
It's.
speak.
Did you not hear Beck the other day? He goes, I think I want to get a new head unit. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah. So,
No CD
because his doesn't
players.
have a CD player. So he's
Remember
like,
when
I
they
wanna get
started
one
to
with
put
it.
CD players in cars and we were like, this is the jam.
Yeah, because all I had was a tape deck.
Yep.
And I had a special tray in my truck with Velcro on it, so I could put my CD player on the little tray.
Yeah.
And it had little rubber shock absorbers in the tray so that it would help anti-skip.
Hey.
Yeah.
You were so fancy.
I know. I know. Got to be driving around listening to your Blink-182 records without skips.
Do you have a CD player in your current truck?
Yes.
What year is it?
19.
Mine is a 2003. So, of course, I have one.
It's a 13.
2013.
Right. It's not an 03.
No. How
and
sad.
You have one.
I
So,
do.
Yeah. see?
I never use it. I
Well,
have a
there you go.
six-changer CD
You
player
do in there?
mine. Yeah.
What?
I know.
I had no idea.
I don't use it because you know why? I only listen to the radio.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Survey says
The radio. Only listen to the radio. There was a dad from South Carolina named David. He needed to get to his daughter's wedding in Tennessee. As you know, in South Carolina, there's been some
Hurricane?
And so it's supposed to be a 2-hour drive from South Carolina to Tennessee where his daughter was getting married. The roads were blocked by flooding from Hurricane Helene. He told first responders he needed to be there at 11 a.m. to walk her down the aisle. They said, no can do, bud. Like, you're not going to get there. I'm terribly sorry. This is a very unfortunate instance, but that's not going to happen. He ignored them.
Okay.
And walked the 30 miles.
No way.
From from South Carolina to Tennessee. It took him 5.5 hours to get there. He had to climb over debris. He got stuck in knee-deep mud at one point. He made it about 20 miles before someone picked him up and drove him the rest of the way.
That's incredible.
He didn't tell his daughter what had happened until the reception. So he showed up. He's like, everything's fine. Let's get to work. Let's do this. What do we need to do? And then at the reception, he's like, oh, by the way.
What a champ.
What a champ.
Holy cow.
Talk about love.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's wild. Good for him. Congratulations to her. That's a big deal. And yeah, I mean, I've done some hiking. I've done 50 miles in a week. Not 30 in a day.
He did 20.
Okay, still 20 in a day over debris and everything else. It's a lot.
In mud
it's a
and
lot
debris
of miles.
and flooding and probably wind.
Sure.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
So did he have his suit with him or his tux or whatever as well? Like, I mean, he had to have gear. He had to carry stuff.
Yeah, he, I don't know what he carried. Let's see.
I don't know if that information is going to be in there.
He was able to free himself. He got stuck in mud, right?
Right.
And so he was able to free himself in time without one shoe, and he had to retrieve it after he got unstuck and then continued on his way.
Okay. That all makes sense. That all checks out for walking in deep mud.
He made it to her wedding on time.
I'm impressed. I am impressed. And I'm glad somebody picked him up and took him the last 10 miles. That probably was a relief.
Yeah. I'm sure he's like, oh, thank you.
I'm sure he was exactly like, oh, thank you. I bet he was a little more grateful than, oh, thank you.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks. I mean, I could walk it, but, well, that's real nice of you. That's funny. Well, I'm glad he made it. What a good story. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. There's a man named David who lives in Boise.
I know about this guy.
Do you know about this guy?
He's the world record guy.
He is.
All righty.
He is a serial record breaker.
A serial world record breaker?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Did he break a world record that has to do with cereal?
No.
Or you're just saying he's broken so many records that he's like a serial world. Yeah, okay. All right. I
bet he has done something with cereal.
I guarantee.
Cold cereal.
How many records does he have now?
I don't
do you
know the answer to that. What I do know.
What's his last name?
Rush.
That's right.
He just completed let's see, how long did he walk? Okay, the record to beat was 234 feet and 7 inches, and this was set in 2017.
For what?
I'll tell you. Just settle down.
He has over 300 world records, by the way.
How many?
Over 300.
What?
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay, he took a running lawnmower, balanced it on his chin,
Yeah.
and walked 1,178 feet to break the world record. So he didn't only break the world record, he crushed it. The record was 234 feet. He walked 1,178
Balancing a running lawnmower on his face.
Correct. Now, did I tell you he lives in Boise? He's
no,
from
I
Boise.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said that he struggled with winds.
Well, yeah.
But he kept going. Oh, no, sorry. He struggled with winds, and he would have kept going, but the breeze finally pushed the mower off of his face.
Insane.
An assistant walked alongside him and quickly cut the power to the mower as it fell. What a dangerous feat.
Yeah. I just want one. He has over 300.
How much do you think a lawnmower weighs?
Well, I don't know what lawnmower he was using because an electric lawnmower versus a gas lawnmower are going to weigh differently. And I'm imagining he probably used an electric lawnmower.
Yeah, it's an electric.
Yeah, which is going to weigh less.
How,
Lawnmower chin
okay,
balance
how big
world
is a football
record.
field?
That is 100 yards.
Okay, when somebody tells me, we've had this conversation
How many feet
before.
are in yards?
No. I need to visualize what 1,178
Yeah, it's like
feet.
10 football fields and then some.
Okay.
And then some.
David.
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah. He walked a long ways.
With
I'm looking at a
lawnmower on
video
your
of it.
Chin.
Yeah, he's balanced the lawnmower before, so he practiced that whole thing. I'm trying to find, that's just the chin balance. I'm trying to find the actual one where he just did. I'm trying to figure out where this is. I'm looking at his YouTube channel right now. And he's Record Breaker Rush.
Did they take the blade off of this lawnmower or did they leave the blade on? Is what I want to
don't
know.
know the answer to that.
I feel like this is a very unsafe thing. They should have probably taken the blade off.
He has not posted on his YouTube channel in over a month, and he doesn't have the video of this new record. So I cannot see it. I don't know if it even happened.
Why doesn't he have the video?
I don't know.
Because I'm watching video of it right now where he's just walking and trying to balance and walk.
I see.
How many tries do you get to practice? And then you're like, okay, this is it. This is my record attempt.
Yeah,
let's go.
I don't know. I haven't really researched that much into how to get a world record. I just want
You
one.
haven't?
No.
You want one so bad
I
and
know.
you haven't done the research into what it takes?
It's sad.
You've
I should.
not done your homework.
No. That's why I don't have a world record.
Do you want to break this world record?
No, I do not.
You don't want to balance a lawnmower on your chin?
No, I do not.
What about a weed eater?
No, I do not.
What else could you balance on your
Why do I have to do that?
chin? What else are you going to do?
I'm not going to balance anything on my face. This is my moneymaker.
Oh.
It's not. It's not.
I know you like this stuff. That's sarcasm. You don't care for this stuff, but I
What
do.
is it?
I
What-
think this stuff is interesting. These
What is
are
it?
bizarre, like, movie facts. Bizarre facts.
Bizarre
Random facts.
Random facts.
I think it's interesting.
Okay.
I know you don't care about it, but here we go. I have the microphone, so here we go. Did you know Chris Farley was originally cast as Shrek?
I think
And he was
did know that.
85% complete with his lines
Right.
before he passed away.
Yeah, and then they had to get Mike Myers
And then
to
they had
come
Mike
in
Myers
and do it.
come
Yeah.
in, and he wanted a rewrite because he said, I'm not doing the Chris Farley version of this. I'm going to do my own version.
So they had to
So they rewrote
Wow.
to fit Mike Myers.
That's a
as Shrek.
lot of extra work, and I
I
understand they're in
know.
a situation where, the guy who's doing the project. Imagine if he completed the first one before. Like somewhere exists
Yeah.
all of that audio.
All of that voice work.
And I'm really curious. I would love to hear some of that.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
I think that's very interesting.
How do you get your hands on that?
I have
don't know.
no clue because that's
Or they just destroyed it.
no way. That exists somewhere in an archive on a hard drive somewhere. That's very interesting. to
That
me.
is interesting. Megan Mullally, you know her?
Sure.
She was from Will and Grace.
Yep.
She was hired to voice a character in Finding Nemo, but they wanted her to use her voice from Will and Grace. And she said, no,
The squeaky, high pitched
Mhm.
one. Yeah.
And she said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get a
Right.
different voice. And they said, well, you're fired. So you can't do that.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer was literally vacuum sealed into her Catwoman costume in
Really?
Batman Returns. Literally vacuum sealed.
Wow.
Good boy.
That's uncomfortable.
No kidding. Wouldn't you feel so claustrophobic?
Yes.
Ugh, I can't breathe.
Absolutely
I
would.
feel vacuum sealed into my clothes on the daily. Too much ice cream
This
over the
sweater
summer.
is so breathable.
No, my jeans are tight.
Vacuum sealed.
Vacuum sealed.
Yeah.
Ice cream vacuum sealed into this.
Mm-hmm. No control top here, just muffin top.
You get it.
I do.
You get it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that played Candyman in the horror movie Candyman?
Okay.
Candyman?
I haven't.
Candyman.
I don't know. I'm
you have
unfamiliar.
to say it like 3 times.
Oh, like Beetlejuice?
I think.
How original. Go ahead.
He had to have real bees in his mouth.
Ugh.
He wore a mouth guard, but he still got stung 27 times in his mouth.
Yeah, no thanks. Did he get paid like $1 million per sting?
I hope he got paid for that.
Yikes.
The picture of Buzz's girlfriend in Home Alone. Woof.
Oh, yeah.
Buzz, your girlfriend. It was actually a crew member's son in a wig.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be funny looking. They wanted her to be like, woof.
That was
they
a woof.
decided that it would be cruel to actually use a real girl. So they said, let's
use a boy.
Let's get a boy, put
Yeah.
him in a wig.
That's great. Woof.
Woof. And last one, Leonardo DiCaprio was going to play Max in Hocus Pocus, the teenage boy.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But he backed out because he was up for a couple of different parts in different movies.
So instead, they got that brunette guy with the pretty hair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know his name. I don't think he did anything
Brunette
else.
guy with the pretty hair. What's that guy's name?
I don't know. Look up the cast list. Hocus Pocus cast. Pretty guy.
Omri Katz is his name.
What else has he done?
Well,
Whale?
he's probably best known for appearing in Hocus Pocus as Max. He was
Max
also
Dennison?
on the TV show Dallas. He was also on the show Erie, Indiana. Did you ever watch Erie, Indiana?
I did not.
That was a cool show in the 90s.
I did not.
He was in the movie Matinee, and he was in the movie Adventures in Dinosaur City.
No. With Omri, he didn't do much, but after, hey, he's kind of cute now.
All righty. Glad we looked that up.
There you go. There's a 6-year-old boy in Rhode Island. His name is Luca.
Luca?
Luca.
Okay.
He wanted to make enough money to buy himself a kitten.
A kitten?
Yep. He wants
Is that what you said?
Yep, a kitten.
A kitten?
He wants a kitten.
Okay.
He asked his mom. His mom said, yeah, I mean, we have a dog and we have a cat. If you want a pet, then you're going to have to work for it. And so he said, all right, I can do this. And he started a poop scooping business.
No kidding.
Yep.
He's cleaning up backyards?
Yep.
To
Yeah,
save
and
money to
he-
buy a kitten.
Not only that, he goes to help at local animal shelters and he starts folding some of the laundry. He'll sweep and mop the floors.
Let's go.
He just really wants a kitten really bad. And he started this poop scooping business.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up with this poop scooping idea. His poop scooping idea is called Poopa Scoopa Luca.
All right. Poopa Scoopa Luca.
Poopa Scoopa Luca. And I don't know if he raised enough money.
To get his kitten?
Obviously, he's going to adopt it from the animal
Well,
shelter
yeah.
where he also volunteers at. But they're not free. They come
Sure.
with some expense.
Yeah, and then you have ongoing expense of food and vet bills and so forth. So
Exactly. So, he did. He did raise enough money to adopt the kitten that he wants. And he has named this kitten Pebble.
Pebble singular.
Just one pebble.
Okay. So Pebble.
But just because he bought this cat, he says that he is not stopping his poop scooping business anytime soon.
Why would you? He's got food and vet bills now.
He's got responsibilities. You got to think. You got a cat. You got responsibilities.
That's right. You gotta make sure you take care of that cat. You can't just, have it and then not take care of it.
You got to get out there and you got to raise some money.
Take care of that cat.
So,
That's what you got to do.
Poopa Scoopa Luca. It's
Good
hard
job.
to say.
It is.
Poopa Scoopa Luca.
It's a good idea. So well done, Luca. Hey, listen to this.
Hey, I'm listening.
All right. The Parker Solo Probe, which was launched by NASA back in 2018, it's a probe sent out to study the sun.
Okay.
It is on a mission to break its own speed record right now. After its 6-year journey and a bunch of different gravity assists by orbiting things and getting thrown and different things like that, engineers have calculated that it is set to reach a top speed. It could go faster than this.
Okay, but go ahead.
No, how fast do you think this thing can travel through space?
What I think is interesting is that this is set out to study the sun, and it's like, no, side mission.
Yeah, it does have a side quest.
Let's see how fast we can go.
How fast do you think this thing can go through the vacuum of space?
65 tops.
65 what?
Miles per hour.
Miles per hour. So what's the fastest you've ever traveled?
Probably in a plane.
Okay.
I don't know how fast a plane goes.
If you had to guess.
I don't know. I'm not going to guess. How fast does a plane go?
Average speed of a passenger plane. We didn't ride on anything that big.
No.
But you're
okay. So about 600 miles per hour.
Yeah. We didn't go on anything that big, but that's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
We'll say that's pretty
about
quick.
600.
That's really fast.
Yes.
Right? You'd say that's in a car. You've probably never hit 100.
Yes, I have.
You dangerous. The Parker Solo Probe is set to reach a speed of 119 miles per second.
What?
Per second.
How does it go that fast?
Gravity assists from the planet Venus that it orbited and shot away from.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous.
It's crazy fast.
How's it being controlled? Who's controlling this?
NASA?
I need to do some research into this.
19 miles per second.
How much is that per hour?
Well, there's some simple equations that we can put that through. But just really quickly, that is 428,400 miles per hour.
Wow. And
That's
it beat
insane.
its own record?
No, it's about to go that fast.
Okay, then what is it studying on the sun? Don't know, because it's like, how fast can we go?
It's got a long ways to go before it gets there.
It hasn't even reached the sun yet, is what you're saying?
It passed Venus. It still has to get past Mercury and then to the sun. It's got a long ways to go.
We got some work to do.
Which is why it has to go 119 miles per second.
Got to go faster.
It's got to be cooking. Heat and speed. That thing is cruising. Anyway, that's fast. That's all. I just had to, for a moment, talk about how fast that is.
Is it Jimmy John's fast?
Maybe. Hey, did you know today is kind of a big deal?
Today is? Well, it's October 1st, and it's Taco Tuesday, and it's what else?
It's Jimmy Carter's birthday is what it is. No, you were
not.
not.
There was.
What else is there?
It was Raccoon Day.
Oh, you were going all the way back to the beginning of the show?
Bat Appreciation Month.
Yeah.
You know.
Jimmy Carter's birthday today.
Jimmy Carter.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Former President Jimmy Carter sets a new record
How
today.
old is he?
100 years old.
100?
He's the first American president to reach triple digits.
Put him on the $100 bill.
Now, there's an idea.
Right?
Instead of Franklin, who's not a president.
Yeah.
That's an idea. Redo the $100 bill for Jimmy Carter.
But then
I like
what
where
would they
you're
call
thinking.
it? Instead of Benny's, they'd call it Jimmy's?
Jimmy's. That's
Carter's?
exactly right. Yeah, Jimmy's. I like it. It's kind of cool. I don't know if you know what he's been up to since he retired after being president. What do you think he's been up to?
What have you been up to, Jimmy Carter?
What do you think the majority of presidents post-presidential term spend their time doing?
Just hanging out in their slippers.
That's what they do.
Yeah, they're like,
okay.
I did my time.
Most of them will take positions on a bunch of different boards, and they will do speaking gigs and make money that way, write books, so on and so forth. Not Jimmy Carter. Not Jimmy Carter.
What has Jimmy Carter been doing?
Jimmy Carter got his hands dirty. He's been building houses. He took on peace missions to Cuba and the Middle East. He negotiated the release of hostages. He lived in his hometown where he grew up. He taught Sunday school and college classes. He wrote some books. He won some Grammys.
He won some Grammys?
Yeah.
What did he win Grammys for?
Couldn't tell you, but the dude's won Grammys.
I wonder if it's easy to win a Grammy when you've been a former president.
Well, you still have to.
I get it.
It's spoken word albums, and he's won 4?
Jimmy Carter, Grammy
4.
winner.
2007, 2015, 16, and 19 spoken word album Grammy Awards.
Is there any other president who's won a Grammy?
I don't know.
Let alone 4?
I don't know.
Jimmy Carter.
It's been 44 years since he left office. It's been 22 years since he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Do you know that Jimmy Carter, I didn't know him as a president.
Yeah, I know.
He left office about 5 months before I was born.
Yeah.
So I've only known him as
44 years since he left office.
Former president.
That is correct.
Jimmy Carter.
And did you hear 22 years since he won the Nobel Peace Prize?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
He's quite accomplished.
Yeah,
and now he is setting a new record as the first former president to reach 100 years old. So congratulations.
Hot diggity dog, Jimmy Carter. Happy birthday, bud.
Yep. Happy birthday. It's a big deal. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Give him the $100 bill. I'm telling you, that's a great way to go. Jimmy, you did it. You're now the face of the $100 bill. I think that's a great idea. We can put Ben on something else. Maybe the penny. Lincoln's got 2. You know what I mean? Would you rather this or that?
Fall edition.
Get up.
Get up. Get on up. Would you rather have hair the color of sunflowers?
Sure.
Or hair the color of pumpkins?
Sunflowers.
Why?
Because I think that would be glorious.
You kind of did have hair the color of sunflowers when you were little.
No, it was white. White as snow.
But your mom put that lemon up in it.
Yeah.
To make it
to keep
shiny.
it white and shiny.
Lemon up was also the stuff they used to mop the floors.
Yeah. It's not, but yeah.
And that's why you're bald.
Probably.
All of those chemicals, your mom.
A lot of head
it's your mom's
chemicals.
fault.
Yeah. No, it has nothing to do with my genes or testosterone or any of that.
No science involved.
No. It's just because of lemon
No
up.
biology in this matter.
Yeah, I think if I could have like long, flowy, sunflower, golden hair, wow. Like Fabio style. Shake it in the wind.
And people would say, wow.
Wow.
They definitely would not say, ew.
No one would say, ew. I'd keep it brushed. Be beautiful. Wow.
Would you pay people to brush it for you?
No, I can do it myself.
Okay.
I'm spending all my luxury money on new socks every day, remember?
Oh, I forgot.
Not luxury hair. What are you picking?
I'm going pumpkins.
Why do you want pumpkin hair?
Because nobody has orange hair.
No, I've never seen it ever. Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Who has orange hair?
Haley Williams.
Not currently.
No, not the second, but she, the front woman of Paramore, she's had very orange hair. Very orange hair.
Let me look here.
It's currently white right now because she's doing a, what's the lady from Blondie, Debbie?
Debbie Harry.
Yeah, she's doing a big Debbie Harry thing right now.
Yeah, she is.
Big time. Big time blondie thing.
I just don't think either one of those, orange or yellow, is going to match my skin tone. Oh, her orange hair was cool.
Very orange.
I'm going orange because that looks cool.
It does look cool.
And I'm cool. I could pull it off.
Yeah, and then you can stand next to my long, flowing, yellow, sunflower, golden hair. And we'll be just the coolest.
We would be.
You like baby animals, do you?
Who told?
So, this is kind of a thing happening on the internet right now. How familiar are you with the Knights of the Round Table?
Oh, so familiar.
How many knights were there?
12.
No.
7.
No. There were 25.
Oh, yeah.
Who was in charge of them?
King Arthur.
Okay, very good. And then who else was in there that you know?
Lancelot.
And?
End of what I know.
And that end of what
End
I
of
know.
what
Okay.
I know about.
Merlin was also in
Oh,
there.
yeah. Merlin.
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 All right. So, Hua Hua.
What about Mad Madam Mim?
That's a different thing. But Hua Hua, are you familiar with this?
Nope.
This is the baby panda. They're dubbing the king, King Art Hua. Then there is, you're familiar with Mu Dang.
No.
Yes, you are. Mu Dang is the baby
Oh,
hippo.
the baby hippo. Yeah,
That is Lancelot.
What? What are we talking about?
Hold on.
This is-
I'll explain it all in just a second. I
Okay.
introduced you to Pesto. I'm just a baby.
Yeah,
Pesto,
yes.
the penguin,
Yes.
is Merlin. This is the beginning of what they are calling the Knights of the Rotund Table. Because it is headed by a panda, a hippo, and a penguin. And they just got their new knight. There's 22 spots left to fill in the...
These are all at different zoos, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Number 4 on the list is a new baby white rhino in Dubai, yet to be named because there will be a contest this month to name the new baby white rhino. But that will be the 4th night at the Rotund Table. The internet is going nuts with these baby animals.
I want to be at the rotund table. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously,
You're not a baby animal.
No, but I am rotund, so I
No.
could certainly
The table is rotund.
fit.
I think this is really silly
It
and
is
fun.
so silly,
And
that's why it's the best because
yeah.
silly things are awesome.
And
There's
right now
too
we
much
have
serious
a
in the
panda,
world.
a hippo, a penguin, and a white rhino that are heading up the Knights of the Rotund Table.
Okay, wait. What's the panda?
The panda it's spelled Hua.
Hua. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't know him.
He's a baby panda. What's really exciting, the pandas for a long time have been endangered, nearly extinct.
Well, of course
Um,
they're endangered. Have you seen them? They're
San
the most
Diego just got
clumsy.
pandas. Like,
Yeah, that's a
we
big
did
deal.
not have pandas in America.
We didn't have panda rights.
And we did not have approval to have pandas in America. And we now do at the San Diego Zoo, which is fantastic.
We were
Mu
just at
Dang-
the San Diego
I know.
Zoo in April. We
No,
didn't see any
I know.
pandas.
That's because they weren't there yet.
Oh, rude.
Mu Dang the hippo. Where is Mu Dang at?
I don't
Currently in Thailand. Is where Mu Dang is at.
Okay.
And then Pesto the penguin.
Yeah, I love pesto.
Just
I'm
a
just
baby. Pesto the penguin is in. Where are you?
How did they come up with his name? Did they have a I almost said a tournament.
A contest?
Yeah, contest for him too.
I'm not sure. It looks like Pesto is in Australia.
Okay.
At the Melbourne Aquarium, the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium in Australia.
Meet
So
Pesto, the
all
unusually
over.
large baby penguin.
yeah, he's a big boy. Pesto's big. Pesto's is definitely part of the Rotund Table.
He's the best.
Pesto is big. I'm just a baby. All right. Anyway, I like the internet sometimes when they
Me
do silly
too.
things like this.
Me too.
And that's going to do it for our show.
That's it.
That's it. We're leaving with baby animals.
Leaving on the rotund table.
Yep. We'll catch you tomorrow, bright and early. Make sure you listen.
On the flippity flop.
Yeah, on demand. We have the podcast. It's available now. Yesterday was podcast day. Thanks to everybody who listened and subscribed and all those things. If you didn't get a chance, there's still time. The podcast is new every day. So wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube Music, tell your smart speaker to play Wake Up Classy 97. All the ways
all
you
you
can
have
listen.
to say is, hey,
speaker.
ooh. Or, hey, Alexa. I don't want to say it because I don't want to turn on people's
You don't?
speakers.
You don't
that's
want to have
rude.
them say Alexa
Don't do it.
or Google or Siri or whoever you talk to? Listen to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.